there, everybody. It's the Shooting Guy. Thanks so much for joining me today. I do appreciate it a whole lot. If you're a subscriber, thank you. Double thumbs up to you. This way, this way. Double thumbs up, because you guys are the reason why I keep doing this stuff, man. I do appreciate it a lot. Thank you. If you're just swinging by today and you're thought, I'm gonna check this guy out, thank you so very much. I appreciate it. You could have gone anywhere. There's millions of these things running around, millions of videos, and you stopped by here to say hello. So I'm saying hello right back to you. Thank you. Consider subscribing, okay? Go down below, click the button, subscribe. You won't regret it. Got two of our faves here, Sig Sauer SP 2022 and the Smith & Wesson M&P 9, both in 9mm. And why do I have these things here? Well, a couple of weeks ago, maybe a little more than that, we did a video talking about how to sight in your red dot sight on your rifle. And we had some pretty good reviews on that, pretty good response from you guys, and we showed you how to do that. It was a lot of fun. And then we got a question from a guy by the name of Larry Quigley. Thank you, Larry, for sending in this question. He says, hey there, Shooting Guy and Shooting Kid. Have used anything like this for aiming? And he cites a thing. I'll throw a picture in here of what he was showing me. It's the Bushnell 740100C laser bore sighter. If so, how did it work? If not, tell him to send you one. It's that easy, right? Well, Larry, you're kind of funny. No, it's not that easy. I can't just like pick up the phone and go ring ring. Hey, Bushnell, could you send me out a whole bunch of these things? I'd like to, get a few of these things on the table. It doesn't work that way. It comes with relationship. When that kind of thing happens. And that doesn't happen very often around here. I do let you know when that happens. In this particular case, it did not happen. I don't have a Bushnell here, but I did tell Larry, we don't have the Bushnell, but we do have one of these. And I cited a little sight, and it's one of these right there. That's right. Center point, all-in-one bore sight thing, very similar to the Bushnell. I do have one of these. I've used these for this one anyway, for quite some time. Sighted in our 22 rifles, and I'm going to show you, you can fit it on a pistol too, as long as you have a certain barrel length and all that kind of stuff. But before we get to some of the specifics about it, let's just get to the specs. Overall length, 6 3/8 inches without a bore tip. It weighs in at a mere 1 1/4 ounces. It has a class 3R laser, and it can be dangerous, so don't be looking down the barrel, okay? It requires 3 LR44G batteries, which it comes with. It's made from an aluminum alloy, so it's very durable. It comes with everything you see here, including the batteries. It comes with written instructions as well as a warranty. Plus, it's got this handy reference card in the back for directions. Okay, before we go any further, I just want you all to know that I'm not sponsored by Centerpoint. They did not send this to me. I bought this with my own money, and I've had it for a number of years. And when Larry brought the question up, I thought I'd drag it out because it's very similar to the Bushnell. By the way, I'm going to have some links down below for the Centerpoint, for the Bushnell, and some other types of bore sight opportunities that you might want to take a look at. So click on the links. You can take a look at them if you should buy something through any of those. You're going to help us out here on this channel, and I'd appreciate that a lot. Earlier, I did have one of these out. And you can sight in your pistol with this particular center point. It comes with a whole bunch of different size bore tips, if you will. Everything from .17 caliber all the way up to 20 gauge, 12 gauge. This could fit anything in between. And what I have on there right now is the 338 to 357 gauge option. I'm screwing that in a little bit here. 9mm, as many of you know, is .355. Yeah, .355 caliber, roughly-ish. And what I'm going to do is screw this baby down in there, and it gets a little snug. That's probably, oh, no, that's good. I can get it nice and snug in there. And then I'm going to turn the whole gizmo here, because what's happening is that little tip that I put in there is expanding and filling the barrel up right back in here. Now, keep in mind, this barrel is longer than 3.8 inches. That's why I'm able to use it in here. I wouldn't be able to use it on my Glock 26 because the Glock 26 is only a 3-inch barrel, and that little rubber tip will poke out the other end and it won't secure down well enough. But if you just keep turning, it gets nice and snug and you can't pull it out. This little cone mates up to the end of your barrel, and you're going to make sure that it's nice and rigid. It's not going anywhere. It doesn't pull in and out. And then you power it on, which is just like that. The little laser, there's the little laser. Can you see that? Yeah, there's a little laser there. It's on, trust me. And you look down your sights, and we'll give you a little demo of that here off camera on some B-roll here. But you look down your sights, and you line up the dot, and you go, oh yeah, I'm all lined up. Okay, so that's how you would do it on a pistol, making sure that your sights are all lined up on the pistol. You can do that with anything larger than 3.8, like I said, 3.8 inches. But today we're going to take our rifle outside, because you can use one of these to sight in your scope. I'm going to show you how.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Go check out Grunt Style. Use the links down below. Go buy yourself some awesome stuff. Use code GS Ambassador for your 10% off, and don't forget to use the links down below.
All right, we made it outside. We've got the Marlin XT22, which is Shooting Kid's little 22 rifle, and we absolutely love this little bolt action rifle. We got a review, and I'll put a link down below. You can take a look at that, and maybe we'll do an update review on it, because it's probably time. Anyway, here's the bore sight. What I did was I took off the 357 tip, and I've now put on the 22 tip. It's actually 0.220 to 0.250, and because it's adjustable. And I'm going to slip it in the tip of the barrel here and tighten it down just like we did on the pistol. And then we're going to take a look at a sight that we have downrange here, and then sight in this center point scope. Okay, the process is real simple. Just give it a little twist, start putting it in there, and if it's snug, it needs to be a little snugger. Oh, a little bit more, keep turning it. There you go. Ooh, nice and snug, it goes right in. A little bit more. There you go. And it's got a little bit of play, but you're gonna seat it right on the cone and give it a turn. Yeah, and as I pull out on it with a little bit of tension, it's not coming, which is a good thing. But I keep turning it until it gets really firmly seated. This is an alloy material, so it's kind of soft. And I don't know if you can see that in the video here, but it's kind of marred up from some of the other rifles we've put it on. That can have an effect on its ability to zero, but it also kind of helps seat it when it's in there. You just don't want to ruin the crown on something like this. Those other things were muzzle brakes, and this one is not. This is a crown. I'm going to be careful. So I think we're good. I'm going to point this way. I'm going to flip the laser on, which is right there. Yep, laser is on. And now we're going to look downrange and put it on a piece of white paper that we have down that direction. Okay, at about 25 yards, you can see the red dot there on the white piece of paper. On a bright day like this, 25 yards is about as far away as you can go to be able to see this. When it's dark at night, it's much more visible, maybe up to about 100 yards. But we got daylight, so this is what we're up against. So now, on that piece of paper, and then Shooting Kid is down there, and then we're going to look through the scope and put the crosshairs right on this red dot, and it'll be sighted in at 25 yards. Okay, before you go all cray-cray on me, the reason why I chose 25 yards for that thing right there was because if you can get it on paper at 25 yards, you're probably going to get it on paper on 50 yards. And we only had enough room in here just to do it for 25 yards. I recommend it. It's not going to drop a whole lot at 50 because of the ballistics of 22 long rifle. Try it out and see what you think. If you have 50 yards, do it at 50. Alrighty, so now looking through the scope, you're going to do an adjustment to your left and right windage. That's what he's doing right now. And then in a moment he'll do his elevation up and down, and basically put the crosshairs right on that red dot, and then he'll be zeroed in at this 25 yard mark. That's right, it is as simple as that. Put that in, make sure it's nice and secure. turn the laser on, look through your scope, and then dial in elevation and windage until the crosshairs match the red dot downfield. And at least you're going to get on paper. All right, let's go back inside. Pretty straightforward, don't you think? Pretty nice little tool made by Centerpoint. Comes with 6 tools. We just did it on a 22. We also did it earlier on a 9mm. It can fit 12 gauge, 44 mag, up to 50 mag with this one, and all the various different sizes there. Not very expensive, very reasonably priced, and I'm going to put a link down below where if you're interested, you can pick yourself up one. They're a handy little tool. As you can see, they work great with 22 rifles. You could even do this in a previous episode. We sighted in a red dot on our AR-15, and we just looked down the bore. You could use this tool in the same way. Rather than looking down the bore, you slip this in there. So it's a very versatile tool. Use it on any of your guns, as long as the barrel is a minimum of 3.8 inches long. Well, that's all we got. Thank you, Larry, for bringing that up. Again, we got some links down below if you're interested in picking yourself up one. When you do that and you use the links that we provide you, it helps us out here at the Shootin' Guy compound and puts food on the table. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do. We bring you the best we possibly can find at reasonable prices. We give you a link. When you purchase it, you benefit, we benefit, everyone benefits. That's all we got. God bless you. God bless America. May America bless God. Hang on one second while I stick that in there.